Why do so many of us completely blow it? Look, especially for us guys jumping back into the dating game over 60, why do we absolutely fumble the bag when a good woman is practically screaming that she loves us? I gotta be straight with you. Back in the day, I messed this up more times than I could even count. I was out there waiting for that flashy movie-style romance, just expecting her to confess her undying love in the pouring rain. But real female psychology, especially at this stage in our lives, it's all about the invisible signs. Today, we're decoding those exact hidden signals in this explainer. And if you stick around, I'm going to give you the absolute ultimate sign that she is 100% in love with you. And trust me on this, it's something you're probably mistaking for a massive red flag right this very second. Just think about this for a second, because it's actually a pretty terrifying thought. What if there's a woman in your life right now who has already handed you the keys to her heart, and you're just standing there, kind of fumbling around, completely missing it? You could be letting the most incredible connection slip right through your fingers simply because you're looking for the wrong clues. When a mature woman feels unseen, she doesn't throw fit. She just quietly closes the door. Okay, let's dive into this. A 2023 study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found a seriously staggering statistic. Get this. 78% of men completely miss the exact moment a woman emotionally commits to them. That means almost 8 out of 10 guys are striking out when they've actually already hit a home run. So we've got a massive disconnect here. On one side, you have the Hollywood myth, right? The dramatic confessions, the grand gestures. But on the other side is real-life psychology. When a woman falls in love, she's not going to hire a skywriter to announce it. She leaks it. She shares it in these tiny, almost invisible ways. I'm going to walk you through these subtle signs today. But remember, I'm keeping that absolute biggest, ultimate commitment test locked away until the very end. All right, sign number 1, revealing her hidden self, wounds and insecurities. When she starts sharing the real stuff with you, the messy childhood wounds, the story about her parents fighting, or maybe why she instinctively flinches when someone raises their voice, she's not just making small talk. She is literally handing you a piece of her soul. Dr. Sue Johnson, who is a brilliant clinical psychologist, puts it like this. Emotional vulnerability is the greatest indicator of attachment bonding. Guys, listen to me. When she opens up like this, you've got to resist the urge to act like a mechanic. Don't go straight into solution mode and ask if she's tried therapy. She doesn't need you to fix her. She just needs a witness. She needs a man strong enough to just sit in that space with her. And that vulnerability absolutely extends to her physical self, too. The International Journal of Eating Disorders reports that a massive 91% of women are dissatisfied with their bodies. I mean, that is a private, exhausting war happening in her head every single day. So when she shows up at your place in sweatpants with zero makeup on and just admits her insecurities to you, man, at our age, that is a monumental show of trust. She's trusting you to look at her the exact same way without all the polish. Moving on to sign number 2, the power of silence, or when nothing means everything. Now, what's really interesting here is it sounds totally backward, but comfortable silence is actually one of the purest forms of emotional intimacy out there. Research from the University of Groningen shows it only takes 4 seconds of dead air in a conversation before people start to feel anxious and rejected. Think about it. Women are socially conditioned from day one to keep the peace and fill that awkward silence. So if she can just sit next to you on the couch in total unbothered quiet, no phone, no distractions, and feel completely at peace, that means she feels completely safe with you. You are her home base. Okay, sign number 3, mapping out the future. Going from maybe to we. See, when a woman is unsure about a guy, she uses very careful, non-committal language. You're going to hear a lot of, maybe I'll do this, or I don't know what I'm doing next week. But when she's falling in love, the Gottman Institute calls what she does building love maps. She stops being a solo traveler, and suddenly everything is we and us. She's talking about a casual trip next summer, mentioning buying a house one day, or maybe she casually brings up a family wedding in October. She's not just chatting, she is actively writing you into her script and placing you squarely in the center of her future. Let's hit sign number 4, secrets, quirks, and finances, the unfiltered reality. When she shares her past relationship pain with you, the betrayals, the ex who manipulated her, she isn't complaining, and she certainly isn't trying to make you jealous. She's handing you the cheat code. She's doing it because she's terrified of getting hurt again, and she loves you enough to give you the roadmap so you don't make the same mistakes the last guy did.
Dr. Brené Brown famously calls this the anatomy of trust. It's a series of brave little moments. When a woman takes this incredibly vulnerable step, you have got to step up. Don't be emotionally useless here. Acknowledge the heavy weight of her words and meet her vulnerability with solid, grounded reassurance. And hey, remember, vulnerability isn't just about heavy trauma. It's about the beautifully weird stuff, too. Dr. Arthur Aaron's research at Stony Brook University proves that escalating vulnerability, moving from that polished persona down to trivial secrets and finally to unhinged reality, builds immense closeness. So when she admits that she talks to her cat in a baby voice or eats dry cereal over the sink at 11 p.m., she is taking off the mask. That deep closeness, yeah, that's love. And then there's money, right? Because money is the absolute ultimate taboo. A 2022 Bankrate survey found that 42% of Americans hide financial secrets from their partner. People will honestly share their deepest traumas before they share their credit card balance. So if she's laying out her real financial reality for you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, that is a massive green flag. It means she sees you as a true long-term partner, not just a short-term guest.
All right, here it is. Sign number 5, the ultimate commitment test, the hidden sign. We have finally arrived. The absolute ultimate hidden sign that separates a woman who just enjoys your company from a woman who is completely, irreversibly all in is her absolute, undeniable fear of losing you. So the crucial point is, when she looks at you and says, "Sometimes I'm scared this is too good to be true," or she holds on to you just a little bit tighter after a disagreement. Think about it. Society trains women to be fiercely independent, right? To never show a guy he has the upper hand. For her to break through all that heavy conditioning and admit she's scared you'll leave, man, that is the emotional equivalent of jumping out of an airplane without a parachute and just trusting you to catch her. According to John Bowlby's attachment theory, this fear of losing a loved one isn't a weakness, and it definitely isn't her being clingy. It's actually a vital sign of secure bonding. When she expresses this fear, she's just being wonderfully human. This is the crossroads, guys. You need to meet her with unshakable reassurance to level up the relationship. If you dismiss her fear or kind of brush it off, she's going to build walls you will never be able to tear down. So let's bring it all together. She is constantly communicating her love to you. Not always with those flashy movie script words, but with her actions, her trust, and the quiet little things she chooses to reveal. The real question is, are you listening? If this explainer opened your eyes today, do yourself and your buddies a solid. Share this with another guy from our generation who might be flying blind to a good woman's love. You might literally save his relationship before it's too late. But I want to leave you with one final provocative question. She might be emotionally all in, but are you catastrophically missing her physical signals for more intimacy? Knowing her emotional signs is only half the equation, right? If you're dropping the ball on her physical cues, that gap is going to turn into a massive wall. You're definitely going to want to check out our next explainer, where we dive deep into the physical signs she wants more closeness. Keep your eyes peeled, stay sharp, and I'll see you on the next one.